have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Drop.
Welcome, people. What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's that? What's going on?
You're good. Keep going.
Okay. Welcome to the Blerdspot Podcast. I'm your host, Drew88, Cruiserweight Homer Kid founder. And we're the Blerdspot Podcast because that's in my equilibrium off a little bit.
Turn it down some more. It's over on our roll.
All right. So, yeah, we are back, and we have a special guest today. We have a special guest, OG, NavyMontel. Unc, what's going on now?
What's going on, fam?
What's going on?
Give me the DG horn. Bear, 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 you know.
We don't have a soundboard yet. Coming soon. Someone's
coming soon to a podcast near you.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
You're doing good in these streets.
You're doing real good. First day of school, so I'm ready.
I'm Wondermiss. I went to the gun range.
Oh gosh, really? Pew,
pew.
I'm gonna get her one of those turtle shirts where the rabbit is holding the pistols, going pew pew. I gotta get that.
She went to the gun range. Like, I got a new stick. Shout out to
I
Jid.
Discovered that I am a terrible shot. No, it's not that I'm a terrible shot. I just have to get used to not only my gun, but just any gun, because I wasn't ready. Like, I flinched every time it would go off because it's like loud.
Well, if you're not used to that recoil, you know, you have a mindset of expecting something, but then the weapon goes, nah, fam, I'm about to fuck you up. Watch.
Oh no, my wrist is like, oh, wait a minute. Okay.
My carpal tunnels.
So wait, what kind of gun you pack?
I have a 9mm. I actually did better with my dad's 40 caliber.
Yeah, it's got a smoother recoil.
Well, yeah, he was explaining to me the lighter the gun, the more the recoil, and I have a pretty lightweight gun.
Mm-hmm. The heavier the weapon, the recoil will not have as much of an impact.
So, and then too, I tend to overthink things. So he made me like shoot. Wait 1 second, because that's the gun range rule. You can't rapid fire. He was like, when that 1 second hit, shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. So like when he made me shoot faster and I couldn't sit in my own head and think about it, like I was getting the target. But
hey, so
slicing your trigger.
Okay. So we did that. You know, catch me in a Marvel movie near you. I'm practicing to be the next John Wick.
Okay.
They call her Crystal Recoil. Let's go.
So, Mr. Navy,
I can see it now.
All right. So tell us about yourself before we get everything rolling.
Tell us who you are, Mr. NavyMontel.
Let me go ahead. Let me just. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, where you are. Once again, it's your frosty bearded blur corn here, doing what I tell you to always do. Hopefully, you're washing knees, covering this, staying this far away. Please stay as far away as you can, because some people smell like hot vomit. Look out for yourselves, your loved ones, and each other. Get vaxxed, get boosted, stay safe, be real, because Lord knows, people around here just like straight sewage shakes around here. I'm telling you, just nasty.
Straight what?
Sewage shakes, just nasty.
Hey, I concur. People out here be smelling like mayonnaise and motor oil.
Oh wow!
I'm glad he didn't say cool.
Come
Yeah, Cool Whip and crap.
Coming to a convention near you. Mayonnaise and
Mayonnaise and motor oil.
Yeah, Blerdspot Podcast. Don't smell like mayonnaise and motor oil.
Lord, I am the host of the Blurticorn Combos on IG. I'm also one half of the Blurticorn Speaks podcast and 1/6 of the Color Commentary Wrestling podcast, as well as being a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and just being an overall blurred.
yeah, let me tell y'all about this big celeb. So
we ain't doing that.
Instagram, right? And
Oh
I
my
just
God.
see all of a sudden this sponsored ad for a convention comes up, and I'm like, wait a minute, this face looks familiar. And I was like,
That's why you have to sign an NDA.
that is NavyMontel. So he be big celeb, and that's why I just know I'm gonna look up at the red carpet premiere for Black Panther 2. And I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, that beard looks familiar.
Wait, what ad did you see? I don't know anything about this.
I look at him acting brand new. He acting.
Yeah.
I am just, man, I'm coming straight from a thrift store, okay? Don't even get it twisted, okay? I'm
You were dressed like
between-
Roshi.
I'm just
Yeah, no,
Yo, that was our local anime con, okay? And I came as Master Roshi, the quickest and cleanest cosplay I own, okay? And that was fun because people were stopping me everywhere, or you hear him go, Master Roshi. I'm like, that's not my name, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Speaking of Master Roshi, you know what I want to see? I want to see Master Roshi in a Street Fighter game.
That would be funny.
Just for the hell of it.
Nah, put him in King of Fighters. I'd love to see that.
Man, look.
See him go up against Terry Bogard. Let's go.
Well, RIP to this game because I do believe their servers are now closed down. But if they would have updated their servers, they had a great game concept, just poorly executed. Jump Force. It would have been
Yeah, like I was trying to buy it, and you can't even buy the game no more.
Their
'Cause
servers.
everybody jumped.
Their servers completely gone.
And
Yeah, you
I'm
can
mad
make it
because
online.
they just added, I think last year they added all of my hero characters. So you could have used Dabi, Shoto, Deku.
Dabi was not on there.
All
You know, I would have cried with tears.
Dabi was just added.
Dabi.
Dabi was like the last one added.
Dabby.
Dabi.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of
Y'all
Dabi,
stop standing for Dabi, please. Oh my
no,
goodness.
I cannot. I will never stop standing. Matter of fact, I'm going to get
She like him because he got a black girl first name.
Wow.
I like him
Interesting.
because I have a thing with misguided children. Not children. Let me rephrase this.
Wait, whoa, yes, please.
Let me rephrase this. I have a
The
thing
Blerdspot podcast is not
with
allowed.
childhood trauma. Okay, childhood trauma that produced blue fire, i.e.,
Azula and Dabi.
Dabi. If you're caught up on Fire Force, then you know my guy Shinra can produce blue fire. And I
Yep. And Shinra ain't no joke.
I finished Fire Force. Well, I'm completely caught up in the anime as of last night, so that's why I know that.
I can't wait for the next
I need
season.
to catch up.
Keep on.
I need to catch up with a bunch of stuff.
So, Crystal, what's been going on with you? What's been going around? I got to do my thing. So what everybody been working on? So
Life. I'm about to go back to. I kind of took a break from writing Slasher Bay, but I am going to go back to writing, and I'm gonna finish at least the first book. I mean, I've done the first like 3 chapters, but I'm gonna go ahead and complete the first book, and do that. And then I have a special project I'm working on. I'm going to start as soon as I get my 3D printer making cosplay props. So, you know, be on the lookout for that because, you know, your girl's trying to make money in these streets. I got the idea.
Updated version of mine.
Oh, which one?
Samiyata.
Oh, your sword?
Yes, I need an update version of that.
Yeah, well, let me practice a little bit on my own, and then I got you once I've gotten it down. But I'm working on that, and then also just really getting back to the basics and, continuing to grow this podcast. I know I was going to go to AWA, like I was mentioning offline, but, finances just don't align with that. So the next con that you'll catch me at is Anime Frontier, which is in December. They still have not put up the press passes for that, so I haven't even submitted. But as soon as they're up, I'm gonna submit mine.
All right. Well,
What
with
about
me,
you,
what you got, Ant?
Shit, just started working. First day of school is tomorrow.
Yay, I'm sorry.
So yay! I got a new position to where I don't work with kids who are biting me anymore. So that's another great thing. Still trying to, like I said, I had stopped completely on Florida Man.
Florida Man.
I had scrapped everything but the intro. And after being burnt out for a while, I just never really looked at it again. But I'm going to go back and start working on it sometime within the next couple weeks.
Okay.
And what about you, Unc? What you got going on? I know I'm gonna leave you for last, Jan. I know you keep trying to tell us, but
No. I'm good. I thought you was normally go Anthony me, but I forgot Uncle.
Oh wow.
Right
now I'm continuing to make more content for my YouTube channel. My past 2 videos involving trailer reviews or trailer reactions have gone really well. My Wakanda Forever trailer review is now over 12,000 views.
woo!
I love that dang review.
I
love that review. Even though we've had our talks about it, but I still love the review. It's a different point of view from where I am sitting.
And that's what I offer. You're going to have so many voices out in the wilderness, but all I have is mine. So I'm going to speak. If someone wants to listen to it, they'll listen to it. So there are a couple of trailers that are out now that I haven't seen that I'm going to definitely check out. Probably do those tonight. And just getting back on my track as far as content creation, really, now that I'm a part of 2 podcasts now and potentially a third. So I'm trying not to burn myself out, but at the same time, continuing to be there for my folks and my fam like y'all, reach out and just anytime y'all need me, I'm there. That's a straight up thing.
That's facts. It's dope that you always anytime we call, he down. If I can do it, tell me today, I'm down.
Like talk about a day one. Unc is a Blerdspot podcast day one, and so it was only fitting that we finally get him on the official show. So what you got going, June?
Shit. What don't I got going on?
Yeah, and that's on Blerd. Okay, let me stop.
If you didn't know, now you know.
And that, don't know. June's World Tour is looking kind of spotty right now. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it this year. I may drop it top of the year. Who knows? I want to do a lot with this project. Like I'm thinking of something that's kind of off the rails when I'm going to do it visually. Yeah, that's about it. And I got my Christmas show coming back, the first Snow Jams 5.
I will be in the building.
That's going to be jumping off December 9th. I got a gig September 25th. Shout out to my boy Altitude for putting me on that. And yeah, man, just music on top of music, man. That's on Blerd streaming if I didn't tell you that before. That's about it, y'all. That's
it's a new
Blerd challenge.
The new Blerd anthem. You telling
me. Where is that? Where y'all at? Huh?
Telling y'all.
Y'all doing transitions anyway. You on your couch. You planning your next video. Why not? Just click on the Blerdspot podcast. Very own June's 88. That's on Blerd anthem. And make your next
video. Why you sound like the dude from the commercial?
It was on purpose.
From the Everest commercial? What are you doing with your life?
What you
sitting on the couch, half a bowl of Fruit Loops and trying to figure out what's next after Price is Right?
You got a half-made costume. You trying to figure out what you're going to do for your next transition. You're trying to think of the next trend. That's on Blerd. It's the next trend. It is what it is.
Hey, so ICDC College. Come on, y'all. Y'all know.
ICDC
College.
Well, and
They
I
really
did.
had
know what?
Romeo
Hold
doing
on.
ICDC.
Y'all can be the
Before
first
we-
ones that I'm
LSU.
revealing this to. I'm going to start doing a series of TikTok as Master Roshi.
Oh, which Master
Hey.
Roshi? Is it
Well,
my
it's gonna be-
favorite?
It's gonna be half of them Master Roshi, and the other half Crystal's favorite Swagster Roshi.
Master Roshi. You know, I'll just be like,
Oh my gosh, yo!
Why you doing like this? What you did to
Unc
him?
needs to- hey, no lie. Unc needs to do a TikTok at Swax the Roshi doing to that the one that everybody doing right now to the leg shaking song from R. Kelly.
Nobody needs.
First of all,
We do not support Robert Kelly.
let's
in
put
this
that straight.
situation.
I
Oh, that's not
will,
Kelly.
That's our Kelly.
I
Yeah.
didn't know who that was, and that's
Yeah.
I will not support that nigga ever.
Well, now you ruined the sound for me because I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
When
Now
I
look,
found
It's
out,
a
people
song
were like,
with him featuring Ludacris.
I bet you Ludacris don't even fuck with him no more. I mean, good lord.
Yeah, no, that song came out 2013.
You get found guilty of shenanigans, then I ain't fucking with you either.
Besides, there's so many other
His wife's about to get in trouble too.
there's so many R&B artists out here who you can do trends off of their amazing stuff. So hey, I might even do Silk. Come on, doing Freak Me Baby. It's like Freak Me Baby. There we go.
Do it.
There we go.
But artists decide. My favorite video to that sound right now is Taylor Made Savage when she transitions from Luffy to Shanks to Zoro.
Yeah.
She killed it, like hands down. Shout out to Taylor Made Savage.
Oh, speaking of cosplay, I got my next cosplay. They know what it is. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm happy. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited that you're excited.
I got my first cosplay that I'm building.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. I mean, I'm not gonna say who, but it's like, all I gotta do
Is the one you showed us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm trying to, since I've already done so many One Piece characters, I'll give you a hint. It is from One Piece. Then I'm just gonna continue to do One Piece. I've done Luffy. I've done Zoro. Usopp.
Yeah, you've done Usopp.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just keeping going.
Next.
No, I ain't doing Sanji yet. Not yet. But Sanji is coming. Sanji, outside of the one I'm actually having to piece pieces together for. I'll probably do Sanji, Nami, and Shanks.
Look here. Nami, I'm trying to figure out why Nami ain't got back problems. You already know why.
I mean, I got Nami's hair color while I did. It's kind of grown out a lot. You see my roots are really dark, but
I see you playing.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah. And mine's a little bit on the ebony side there too.
We're 3 months post haircut, and I could put my hair in ponytail. So
show off. I see how.
There's some people that still can't do that when they grow hair.
Yeah. I know. You don't need to remind a brother.
Look, you have hair. You just frosted your tips with invisible. That's all.
Jedi mind trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let it go.
I got the invisible down his head. He got hair right there. It's invisible down.
Great. Now the trick is on me because I'm sort of going, what the furl? What the? You serious? What the Barnes and Noble? You see, I know.
And it makes me think of that meme that's like my dad proving he has hair, and it's like a bottle cap on top of the head, and it's like floating because it's like on these damn near invisible hair follicles.
So first question of the day, Mr. Unk.
Not Mr. Unk.
Mr. Unk.
Yes, Mr. Unk is apparently
Lord
in the building.
Unk of Nebraska. Sir. Favorite comic book in the collection? Like if you had to say one comic book from your collection, what would it be?
Teen
and
Titans
if it's easily
#1.
accessible, show it to us.
Yeah, Teen Titans #1. I don't think nothing
what he said.
in that room.
I don't.
You see that background?
Teen Titans #1.
That's why I said if it's easily acceptable.
I had to remember.
Look at that room.
I had to remember what box it's in because I have 10 long white boxes, and one short one. My short one is Kingdom Come. That would be Teen Titans #1. That was given to me about 2 years ago by a coworker. For Christmas, she made these baskets for everyone, and she said, "Your basket's on the back table." I said, "I got a basket on the back table. It's not Easter. What the fuck?" So I go back there and it's beautifully done. It's wrapped in plastic, and I look inside and I see Teen Titans #1 bagged in Mellar and triple boarded. I said, "Oh, bitch, are you serious?"
I can't say nothing. Coworker do that for me. I'm getting moist.
Oh,
Moist.
man, I became condensation. What you talking about? Okay, I was condensated. So yeah, that is my favorite among. I have a top 10, but that is definitely in that list.
That's dope. That's dope. So how long have you been collecting the comics? How long you been in the game? Tell the folks that don't know.
Well, if anyone who don't know me, and if you know me, then you'll know this story. I have been collecting comics and been a part of it since I was 8. One of my first experiences of being bullied for being a comic collector was when I was 9. I was on my grandmother's porch. It was the summer, and I was actually reading my Black Panther #1, which is in there too. And a group of the neighborhood kids came through and calling me a sissy and a punk. You know, it's the summer. Why you reading and blah blah blah. And before I realized that there was a rock coming at my head, and it cracked me right here on the right side. And I went inside crying. My grandmother said, "What's wrong?" And I told her. She kept me inside. And the whole time I'm crying, I was still reading.
No book left behind.
Never.
Hey, look here. Black Panther #1 is the truth.
Yeah. And I love every last comic that I have has been a part of my timeline, my history, from having my kids, 2 divorces, time in the Navy, the whole 9 yards. So someone asked me, would I ever sell my collection? I said, maybe the trashy comics, but then again, none of them are trashy to me. So no.
Do you have that Black Panther comic with the KKK on the cover?
That was hard to find. That one is really hard to find.
I didn't know if you still had, like, if you got it when it came out and you still had it, or
that one is really hard to find. Out of over 3,000 comics, that's one I don't have. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
That's like people have them big record collection. They have every record ever made, vinyl record. And you got that Prince Purple Rain album?
Nah.
The original. I think my uncle still has it. I think my daddy, before he passed, he had it.
My mother still has all of her PV Snow and Minnie Riperton albums. So, you know.
My
Phoebe and Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis was my girl.
I still got 3 Michael Jackson records, and I got Prince's Purple Rain record.
But you have the original, though?
Yes.
I don't have the original, but my vinyl collection consists of half of it's Jimi Hendrix. The other half is a mixture of like different people. Like I got Nas Domatic. I got a few Janae's albums. Big Sean, one of Big Sean's. Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I have Solange. Solange is actually one of my favorites to do on vinyl.
You know what though? So funny about vinyl. I found a company that does like everything, like from CDs, all that stuff, and they do vinyl records. So when I get it like that, I'm gonna do like a limited supply of my first vinyl record. Like get it on vinyl. Like, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I gotta get it.
I need your last EP on vinyl.
88, the 88 Volume 1, the 3-tracker. You want that on vinyl?
Yeah.
Yes.
That.
Why not? It's a classic, apparently.
I mean, yeah. She swears that's the best prize.
Is your best. That is you coming into you with that album. Like I told you, like that's you like feeling yourself, and you can tell. Villain season.
Oh yeah, it's still here.
Since people want to make people out the villains, it's villain season.
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
That part.
Villain arc.
But like I said,
we need to do a Blerdspot album called Villain Arc. No lie.
I could. We could do that. Most definitely could do it. But like I said,
I'm gonna write my bars.
Now we're gonna have you like the voice in the. Go back and watch the Warriors. It's gonna be like the girl in the Warriors doing the voice of like the DJ.
No, I want to get some hot fire. Damn it! I'm gonna find me a ghostwriter, and I ain't gonna tell y'all.
Hey,
Hot fire.
get 88 the Great. I said 88 the Great. Crazy 8 the Great. To write your bars for you.
Nah, I get crazy.
Man.
It's great to be on it. I ain't gonna let him diminish himself to be my ghostwriter. He gonna mind his bars.
Whatever. I bet your little brother would not mind assisting you in creating a masterpiece.
Yeah, I am not a rapper, y'all.
None of us are, but we are storytellers in our own right. You gotta think about
June's a
that.
rapper.
Oh yeah.
Well,
We are all
What?
storytellers
You know
in our
what?
own
You're not
right.
a rapper. You're a poet, June. You're a poet, my man. Let everybody know.
And not just a poet
Great.
laureate with tunes behind it.
Mhm.
That's just how I be sometimes.
that's something.
That's a tall wall. It's like
It is.
Also,
Oh, way up there.
how did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, how did you get into
Oof.
that? Like, and when did you get into
Oof.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I wish I was at home so I could show you my deck, but I'm not.
Don't worry, we're gonna meet up because I've been dying to see your cards. You told me the other day I was waiting for you to hit me and go, yo, these are the cards I got. And I would have went, ah! I'd probably have screamed
I
like
have
that.
none of my cards no more.
2004. 2004. I knew about the anime. I didn't know there was a card game. So 2004, United States Navy. I was stationed in Norfolk, and we went on deployment to the Persian Gulf, or as they call it, the Arabian Gulf, however they want to call it. I don't give a damn. We're out there. It's hot. You can't, you're uncomfortable. So we made a port stop in.
Shit.
Oh no, it's like they want to know the story too. It's like, oh, what are you talking about, Yu-Gi-Oh? That's why it flew around right there.
Yep. Just stayed up.
So me and a friend of mine on the
Thought
ship.
it was a bee. I'm allergic.
I'm sorry. Me and a friend of mine, we took our liberty and we went into a port called Jebel Ali. Now they were taking buses and transporting us back and forth to Dubai. If you've never been to Dubai, it's incredible. It is an incredible place to be. So we went to the mall and we're walking around like mall rats. Oh wow, they have a grocery store in the fucking mall. Let's go. Full service. I'm talking Walmart size grocery store inside the mall. Kid.
Step your game up.
Man, come on. I ain't talking about the Mall of America shit either. It's like, we got 2 Build-A-Bear workshops. Burn that shit to the ground.
But give me all the Pokemon Build-A-Bears before we do that.
Yeah, okay. So we went up in there and they had a game store and we're walking around. I looked and I saw they had decks, they were fake, and the cards, they were fake. But I said, I've always wanted to try this. Suddenly my man said, hey, you want to get a couple decks and try these out? He said, fuck yeah, let's go. White guy. Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. So we got 2 decks for $1 and got the booster packs for 50 cents. That's how you knew they were fake, because them is not normal prices. Went back to the ship, went through the cards, had no clue we were doing. We were trying to rock it. So 2005, I end up transferring to the West Coast, to San Diego, and found out there was a legendary game store there called Comic Odyssey, which was not far from the military base. So I go in there and I go, hey, teach me. And they went, you, sir, are about to embark upon a journey that is dark and dismal, but at times you find victory. Do you swear allegiance to the heart of the cards? I said, I don't know what the fuck you said, but yes. And that's where it started.
Off from the goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh.
And that's where it started. And I've been playing ever since.
What's your most valuable card?
Yeesh. My most valuable card is a Dark Magician from a video game. And that card right now in perfect condition would have been worth about $7,000. In its current condition, it's worth about $700 to $800.
Nice. What's your favorite card?
Oh my gosh, Genzo.
Genzo.
Do you have Exodia?
Yes, I've got all 5 pieces in 2 different versions.
Do you have the white-eyed blue dragon? Whatever it's called.
Blue Eyes
Blue-eyed
White
You
dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I think
I've got-
everybody had that card.
I've got 6 copies. 6 different copies of Blue Eyes. I've got 5 different
Blue
copies of
Eyes
Dark
White
Magician.
Racist Dragon.
Damn, see, had nothing to do with that. You know what? Don't do that.
So the decks I got, they all say first edition on them because
Mhm.
the first edition of whatever sets just came out.
Right.
I have the new gen sets, but the first edition. So in a few years they'll be But I have no clue what I'm looking at. I don't know what's a good card, what's a bad card. I don't know.
Well, I will help you with that one day. I have no
I need to
problem
just start collecting again
showing you
I
the
because I miss
ways.
my
remember.
cards.
I mean, when they had
Collecting is a money pit. Don't do it. Don't fall trap. Don't fall victim.
the first.
See, but I'm a parent, so I can say I'm buying them for my kids.
Yeah, he can. But like I said, when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, I remember they used to sell a big pack. It was a Blue Eyes White Dragon pack. They had the Dark Magician pack, and I
Mhm.
bought both of them. My mama got them both of them. I got them for
Oh yeah, the
Christmas.
structured decks. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got those. I thought I had some shit. And then like when I got in there was this a kid that stayed next door to me. Once I got in high class, man, you can have these cards. You can have them all. I gave them to him. I mean, when I gave them to
Fam,
him,
are you serious?
but I still got my Pokemon cards though.
Bro, those decks that you had unopened, each of those decks is worth $2,000.
That was like 06,
Don't
07.
matter right now if they were if that thing was not open, if you decided to have the wherewithal not to open it, crack it, or nothing, and kept them, $2,000 a piece.
Hey, y'all, this just in. June fumbled the bag.
You're not thinking about that when you 14, 15 years old. You ain't thinking about that.
To be fair, but at the same time, you had those parents who were like, okay, you're not playing with these.
We got a question.
We're gonna
y'all.
put these
We
to the
have
side.
somebody named Powerlifter Yumi from Twitch. She said, "What is the topic of this podcast?" The topics of this podcast is anything and everything nerd related that includes, but not limited to, comic books, video games, Pokemon cards, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh
Anime,
cards, and anything anime,
Yep.
and anything you
wrestling.
can fall, anything that you say and will think that goes under being a nerd gets talked about on this podcast.
Yeah,
With
Thank you for
a little
tuning in.
comedy, with a little comedy put in
A
inadvertently.
little. Oh my gosh, this is an overboard type deal. Okay, talking about a little. It's like saying we a little black. I don't think so.
Look
I mean,
here, I'm not gonna say what I
speaking,
fuck it.
shut your ass.
had
I
a-
knew you about to
if
shut up.
if we had a little comedy, then one of us would be under 4 feet.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do
I'm just saying. You said that's like saying you're a little bit black. I mean, technically speaking, I am a little bit black. Uh,
No, you're not.
I'm 43%. No, I'm just kidding. If he was to walk by the camera, I'm at my dad's house today. Y'all will see I'm blackly black.
Black is that shirt. That's how black my uncle is. He's that shirt. Like
Mm-hmm.
he close your eyes,
I'm black.
black.
He's highly
White girl, you
melanated.
Struck match black.
You are a member of melanated royalty. Okay, we are all
Facts.
melanated royalty.
Facts. But yeah, we are pretty much. It's gonna be a variety podcast, but in the nerddom. So nerddom. Some of the topics that Kid didn't say. We also talk about horror. I know I said wrestling, but it's pretty much pop culture. So
Yes. Crystal is the head
Dirty
ghoulie.
pop. Boom.
Yep. And me and Kid Fam of the tag team champions of the world of the blood game.
if we
Yeah,
talk
that
old
was-
wrestling, I can
Too
I can
sweet.
chime in. But
Too sweet,
if they
Oh
go
my
too
God.
new school for me,
So it's just sweet fingertips.
We're the Scott Hall and Kevin Nash of the blood community. So y'all see us. It's about
So that means you're Scott Nash and Kevin Hall. So wait a minute. So you're Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm Scott Hall.
Or
No,
we
it-
could be Sean and Trips.
Yep.
We do
We
both.
are the three of us ready to DX.
No. You're Kevin Hall and Scott Nash. We're gonna flip that shit around. There you go.
but yeah. So we do thank you for tuning in if you're still here. But back to you, you know what I'm saying? How does one get into learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I know I have the Pokemon TCG game on my laptop trying to learn, and I've played probably 5 matches and have gotten my ass whooped 5 times. So like I'm struggling to learn how to play.
Dual Links. Dual Links will help you out.
Duel Links.
Duel Links
It's
Duel Links and Master Duel are both free to play interactive online games that you can play. You can download them to your mobile device or even onto your PC.
because I got mine on my PlayStation.
What they do is they put you in a position to learn the game, Duel Links puts it in a position where if you've ever seen the field setup for Yu-Gi-Oh, normally it's 5 spaces for monsters, 5 spaces for spells and traps. So what happens is in Duel Links, they reduce it down to only 3 of each.
Mhm.
So it's a little more truncated, but it's still the same basic gameplay. So you're not as involved. If you play it on the regular scale, it's going to be a little bit more to it. But it's easy to learn through that way. Or you find someone that knows how to play, can speak fluid English, and can teach you how to play. And see, now the reason why I say that is because I've had so many people come through my job. You know, I work at a game and comic book store here in Norfolk. I've had people come by and I say, have you ever thought about playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh my gosh, a friend of mine tried to show me how to do it, and it was just so confusing because it's easy to get enthusiastic and tend to forget that you traveled a road they haven't even started on. So a lot of the things that you think are standard commonplace terms, they have no clue what the you talking about. So
Right.
like with me, I know how to break it down because I was that idiot. I had to learn the hard way. So when someone comes in and says, I always wanted to learn, but it's too hard, I said, well, can I break it down to you? You give me 10 minutes. I will show you and break it down in the easiest terms and you'll remember. So if you don't want to stick in front of a computer or gaming or game system all day, all night, you can go to your local game store and say, hey, teach me how to play, and you better speak English.
I found a place like where you work where they do tabletop games.
Mm-hmm.
I might see, because I do want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons. I just got to find people to want to do it with me, and I'm gonna drag 1 and 2 to learn with me. I feel like Anthony would be a willing participant. I just feel like I have to
I
drag.
haven't played
Why
D&D
you gotta
in
play me
like
like
Drag
10
that?
June
years.
kicking and screaming, but
Why you
June's
gotta play
gonna.
me like that? I
Because it's not 2K or Madden.
Wow.
ain't.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't be bothering nobody. I
Yo,
get
uppercuts and body blows all over the place, yo.
No,
It's like
outside
uppercut,
of D&D, because
body
I haven't
blow.
played, like I said, I haven't played D&D in like 10 years. I want to learn how to play Magic.
It's like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, except you're
I
a
know,
crusty
right?
old
Like,
man
I'm down
instead
to
of
learn the game.
Magic
little
has
Joe.
when I went to this shop, it's called Common Ground Games. It's here in Dallas.
I've heard of Common Ground.
Yeah, they have like all the other TCG games on this wall, but Magic has its own wall.
Yeah. Magic is massive. It's been around for over 20 years. That is a game
I
that
didn't
I'm
know that.
learning and getting into. But Magic is an investment, especially if you get to the right community, but you end up dealing with the wrong people. I want to play. Oh, great. All right, sit down. You got a deck? No, I don't. Give me your deck. Ugh, trash. Nigga, can you just teach me how to play first?
Nah, they're gonna sit there and say trash.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my
There's
question is,
See, I don't trust people like that because they might say trash, and then try to pocket one of them trashes.
I
No,
know,
it's
right?
Jim.
So my question would be, when it comes to the females in the card game, is it harder for them to get respect because you got the quote unquote gatekeepers and dickheads of the bunch that think girls can't whoop ass in cards, like in Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic?
It used to be, but nowadays some of the most badass Yu-Gi-Oh players are ladies.
Oh,
Two of them, we got 3 of them in my area alone that come and play, and don't let the beauty fool you. They will chop you up like a butcher's cleaver, and they ain't got no qualms of putting you in your place. But at the same time, I run it at my store. I run it at my store, so I command a level of respect for all players of all ages, sexual orientations, or whatever. I mean, I've got it across the board. We're talking about a beautiful rainbow of players who come in and they play, they have fun. Yeah, they're going to argue and everything. It means a competitive game. But treat each other with respect. It's not a matter of how pretty she is, because guess what? Some of the most beautiful people in the world are the most dangerous. And just because you know these cards backwards and forwards, don't think you're the only one who does.
right.
End up like Seto.
Screw the rules. I got money. Yeah, that sort of thing.
So keeping it in the TCG,
Duelist with a
there's
fourth deck.
classic line. There is a new trading card game on the rise. The Japanese deck came out. The English deck didn't come out towards the end of the year.
You're talking about One Piece.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? Are you gonna try to learn it since it's like fresh, new off the ground?
Honestly, I'm going to give it a shot because where I'm at, I'm on the retail side, so I have to be able to explain to new customers, experienced customers about the product that we have. The TCG world, I know just about every game we have in there. There's a couple that I don't, and I'm not really interested in. But when One Piece comes out, I am going to put the effort forth to grab a deck and learn it, just like the My Hero Academia game that came out. Um, and there is another card game that I play called Card Fight Vanguard, and they're getting ready to come out with a Shaman King expansion.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about that.
I
So I will
remember
take the time to learn One Piece, but at the same time, it's almost like who has been around the longest and who has the most longevity. Because if the game does not appeal to anyone, it won't survive. Classic example: Bleach had a card game that was brilliant. It disappeared. Naruto had a card game, stellar, disappeared. What was the other one? There was one called Vice Schwartz where every expansion was based off of an anime.
Oh, they
That
still.
one,
I know people who still. Because I follow this page called the Poke Wall. It's a rip and shipper off of TikTok, and I actually bought my first 10 packs of the Japanese version of One Piece.
oh, congratulations! I'm sorry.
I did get
damn.
the alternate art Nico Robin.
Oh
So
shoot!
no, the alternate art Boa Hancock, which is like worth $200. So
Right now,
right now, and this is fresh out the gate. So I want to learn it. You can actually, there's an app for it. That's kind of, I'm really confused trying to learn it on the app, but I'm gonna keep doing the tutorials till I get it. But it actually looks pretty cool, and people are really excited about it. So I hope it has longevity. I'm gonna switch to my phone real quick, so I'll be right back. Keep going.
Cool. And you know what's so funny? I remember back in the day where if you had a Japanese Pokemon card,
mm,
you had somebody back. I mean, back in the '90s, people like, I got a Japanese such. And like, you do? How you get? People was freaking like, how you get?
Yup.
Japanese holographics.
I still to this day I got an ancient Egyptian meat in perfect condition. I don't know what it's worth. I don't know what I could get for it, but I got that. I don't know if I would did it. Think about it. I don't think I did a smart trade for it, but now I still got it. I don't hear too many people talk about having an ancient Egyptian meat, but
You know what's funny is when you do trades like that, depending if you still have it and still in good condition. I also think that the person who traded from me more than likely isn't a collector or believes in longevity because it's probably either been destroyed, annihilated, used up, and everything. Ooh, that's a beautiful ceiling, ladies and gentlemen.
right.
Look at that ceiling. That light fixture is truly early 19th century 20th. I like that. That is so phenomenal. Let me stop because she's going to look at the camera like, what you say? I said y'all liked your wall.
But you're like,
Exactly what I said.
yeah, man. Like, I don't know what it's worth. It's still in perfect. But I think I got it still in the binder that I had it. So it's good. Like it's perfect.
We ain't even
So,
talking about binders on my end. My gosh.
it's not like it's like I still got. I don't know how much it's worth. I got some cards that still good. Like they're like I don't know what they worth. If I get something, I'll probably sell them.
You know what's funny? When she came
Just
back
keep
on her
them till
phone,
hey, you know what you should do? Keep them till you turn like 60 years old and then sell it.
yeah, keep until you're close to my age.
You still 25, all right?
Right? I don't know why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beer that comes.
Well, I would say what most 25-year-olds will say, I'm sick of being single. All right, so now we done put that out there.
Man, I got all that fast to help in the DMs.
You know, the funny thing is when Crystal came back on and you had the ceiling, I'm literally thinking of it shot as a movie scene. You see it pan from the ceiling to the face. What were you looking at? Are you okay? Are you sure? I could just see you doing that. Like, yo, okay. Cinematography in head. Just
Hey, I like it. Ideas. I might use it for a video idea.
it's
All
yours.
right.
Take it.
All right. But let's shift some focus real quick. Have you seen anything or have you caught up with everything MCU wise?
I haven't seen She-Hulk. Not really interested.
No, it's good. Be interested.
It's pretty
I-
good. I
and
call
the
her
only reason-
She-Shrek because of the CGI.
Now, the only reason why I'm not interested, and I will say this, I'm not bagging anyone who's enjoyed it, but I'm also seeing the comic book come out, and they've treated this character like a joke because she is a lot faster, a lot stronger, and more of a beast. But they got her trying to keep her humanized, and I don't always agree with the path that they take with taking a character from one aspect and changing it totally around. Best example is Iron Fist. They made Danny Rand look like a Woodstock hippie who complained about everything. And I'm going, are you serious? This is one of the most badass fighters in all of Marvel. So I might change my mind. Huh?
They were serious about how they did Danny Rand.
Yeah, it was messed up because if you actually read Iron Fist, I mean, he had his
Iron Fist
moments.
is a badass man.
Yeah, he had his moments, but the boy was bad. I mean, come on. He literally had he earned the Iron Fist. How we That's like saying the Tibetans are like, oh, so you're a regular American. So we want you to go through a few trials. Fail one of them, we'll still give you the fist for story and plot.
Hey, not to mention Iron
Plot
Fist is
armor.
down for the coffee.
Plot armor.
Iron
but-
Fist loved his coffee.
But yeah.
Ah,
Now I am excited for What If season 2 when it comes out. I'm really excited about that. I'm mad excited for the Mandalorian season coming out. You already know Wakanda Forever. That's already on my calendar. I already got my suit in the closet. Shoes are already shined. They're gonna be worn for any other reason.
So they let you keep your outfit from the set?
Woman, I'm gonna tell you this one more again. Okay, all y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to stop that. Okay.
I know Marvel got you on live, so you can't say nothing. But
Oh
still,
my
you're doing a
God.
good job. You're doing a real good job. Of
You know what
holding
NDA stands for? Nigga, don't I?
No, disclosure.
I see the Marvel dot on your shoulder.
Not
That's
nigga
what
don't
dot on
I.
your shoulder. He's like, yo, say, Kevin Feige got issues.
Yeah, that's what NDA stands for.
That's why they gave him that shield over there in the corner to spy on him. He got like a secret microchip
I know,
over there.
right? Because you gonna
That
have
shield,
something like that.
hey,
laying
that shield
around.
can go all day.
Ha!
Of course, all day.
I can't with y'all. I cannot with y'all. Love
So
y'all
he
to
said
death.
he got his outfit ready, and basically what he's saying is the outfit that he wore in the show, he stole it from
Look
the
here,
set. We don't
Don't
let
let
Marvel know
don't
that.
let,
Don't do
don't
that.
let the Marvel FBI people come for him.
He gonna be on the
Okay.
red carpet. That's where he gonna see the movie from the right front. He gonna be on the red carpet with Kevin Feige, like,
Oh my God.
ah, motherfucker.
No, I'll be one of those cats in the audience trying to get a selfie with one of the stars walking by.
Oh, you
And
mean on
one
the
of them
red
gonna pull you to the
carpet?
side. It's like, then why don't you on set?
I'm not gonna
Come
be on the red
here.
carpet. I'm gonna be beside the red carpet.
No, and honestly, it should be a black carpet. It should be an all black carpet
It was
Purple
last time,
carpet.
wasn't it?
with the
Mhm,
purple with the Wakanda forever.
mhm.
It was purple or something last time.
It better be.
If
So
they
it
do
better
it,
be now.
if they do it, you realize they can't really put the Black Panther symbol on there. They had to find something else to go to show about Wakanda, because that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to this movie. And I even got into a debate with someone about this. They're not recasting Chadwick. It's not time. It's not time. Let's learn about the other citizens of Wakanda and how they're dealing with the loss and what they're doing while still moving forward. And I said this in my review. People need to be fucking patient. Chadwick would have wanted it this way, because one thing Chadwick Boseman he was a man who was deliberate in what he did. He didn't waste effort. He didn't waste movement. There had to be a purpose and a reason behind everything that he did. If you ever listen to him speak, if you've ever seen him move, that man was all about purpose and direction and telling a story. So if they're smart, let Wakanda Forever stand on its own, because truly be, I saw my reaction. Yo, I teared the fuck up, especially when Queen Mother said, my whole family is gone. I have given up everything. Literally saying, what the fuck else you want me to give up? And you see them struggle, everything they're
Now-
going through. And
Do
it's
you think it's
important to
during the
me.
5-year blip?
Huh?
Do you think it's during the 5-year blip, or is it
No, it's
after
after.
Endgame?
It's after. It's after.
Of course, he knows.
NDA, my friend, that doesn't exist.
You know
But-
who I want to see in the outfit though? I want to see
Who?
Queen Mother in the outfit. That's just me.
That's what they saying. They saying they say they're gonna be 3 suits.
I'm not talking about just in the movie. I just want to see Angela Bassett in the outfit. That woman is fine beyond fine.
Lord.
You being fast. You just being fast.
Call me Jiraiya. Jiraiya
my
Sensei would have
God.
loved Angela Bassett.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Facts. I think Marvel ruined its chance back in the day when she was younger to cast her as Storm.
We
They
could go
shouldn't
back.
they shouldn't have cast Halle Berry. No offense, but they should have cast Angela.
None
All right,
taken. I
don't be
agree.
mad. You gonna see Halle Berry at Storm and Secret War. She gonna pop up. She gonna be a variant. She
I
gonna
don't
be.
want to see her as no variant.
Hey man,
Mm.
they
You know, I
they
just kind of want to
cool.
tell you to cut your camera off of that.
Yeah, they say they get
Just because I didn't like it that much.
Nah, they can't
Yeah,
cut
June,
off.
Just
you
because
gotta
I didn't
cut
like
it
it
off.
that much, I kind of want to tell you to cut
Storm
your
needs to be
camera off. Like,
played by
just
one
'cause-
of a few
No,
people.
no,
I like
they don't
Titi
cut off.
Badaki.
Who?
American
Titi Badaki.
Gods.
She's who I said from the get go.
Right
Who you
now,
been
that
saying?
movie is going to make history once again. I firmly believe that because Ryan Coogler, anytime that you already saw from the last movie, anything Ryan Coogler touches is a classic. Anything that man has created, and not to mention the best part about it is he is a comic fan. My friend in California, she runs a store. He comes through to pick up his comics from there. So that right there alone tells you this man he's a blur to his heart. So
That sound like
taking that
something Mike
passion,
said.
huh?
Our homie Mike Fallon said the exact same thing you just said.
And it's true. You can't really tell an effective story if you've never even touched a comic. I hate to say it, DC's got a lot of work ahead of them.
I was gonna say it shows with DC because you could tell a lot of them people that direct ain't touched a comic a day in their life.
Because it's just a job for them. Because like, who did they say? Ildred. What if Heimdall? He don't fuck with comics. It's just a job. I don't read comics. I don't give a shit about the character. Give me my money. Boom. Because a lot of people, they don't care. It's just a job. I really don't give a damn about the comic.
Yeah, but the funny thing is about everybody who says this is just a job, once they have to read the comic to get into character, they ended up becoming fans.
Mm-hmm.
Idris was one of those people.
Yep. Classic example is I can't now remember this gentleman's name. He played John John's Martian Manhunter in Supergirl. He's a British actor.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. That man said he had never read a comic before, although he was interested. And then when he had to do the research on Martian Manhunter, he said he fell in love with the intricacy and the story of this character. And he became a fan after that. I said, all it takes is one. All it takes is one.
I hope he's Martian Manhunter in the DCEU whenever they get shit back on track, if they ever do.
Well, they've already made me mad. They've already pissed me off with what they did to Black Lightning. They already made me mad with that.
Oh yeah, the fact that Black Lightning wasn't part of the Arrowverse always bothered me.
Yes, it was.
No, it
the fact
eventually
it was
did
a part.
after. It eventually did, but originally it was not supposed to. Like they kept saying, it wasn't part of the Arrowverse.
They said it was going to be standalone. There wasn't going to be any
cameos
or nothing like that.
They had a lot of fan outcry.
I mean, shoot, even Lucifer became a part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, they had so much potential. Like the first 4 seasons of Flash, for me, loved them.
I can't stand the chick that played Iris. She worked on my nerves.
Listen, I liked Iris in the beginning. I don't like the script they started giving Iris towards the end. That's why I stopped watching it. Iris was fine in the beginning, but the script that the writers did her dirty. They made her go from a fan favorite to fan hated. Because people loved her in the beginning, except for the fanboys that were mad because she was black.
I ain't even give a fuck.
And then all of a sudden,
the writers, because she got it.
I think it was some hating ass writer.
So I guess my question.
Some hate ass writer made her a fan non-favorite because the writing they did for her in like the last 4, 5 seasons is
Right.
terrible.
I
And the
guess
funny
my
thing is, I got to interview Candace Patton
look,
back
he
in
bad.
2018. 28. This is that was one of those weird moments where I was like, this is actually happening. I'm actually talking to the actors and actresses from Black Panther, not Black Panther, but Black Lightning, Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and just having these interviews with them. So when I had a chance to talk to Candace, you could feel the genuine love for the character. At the same time, you kind of look and go, the people behind you are going to fuck this up, and you can see it. It's inevitable. So you're gonna
Right.
try and make the best of the situation. And I'm like with Crystal. I love what they did with her, but over time they started the writing started to suffer, and her character development started to suffer, and it just became it had no direction whatsoever.
Right.
So
Especially when they wrote in that damn line, "We are the Flash."
mm,
So I guess my last question will be before we get up out of here. What do you think can save DC since they're trying to reboot or whatever? Like, how do you think now now they're looking at, yeah, we got to go the Marvel way now. They say, oh, we got our 10-year plan and all this stuff. Do you think DC is ever gonna get that shit together, or they just done?
They need
right
Snyder.
now,
He ain't coming back. It's not a
they've got a 10-year plan. That's commendable. However, if I had to give an opinion what DC should do, DC needs to bring directors, writers, producers who are aware of the comic properties themselves, the characters, the settings, the stories. Then and only then will DC have a shot. They already have a blueprint set up with their animated universe. They already have that blueprint set up right now. All they need to do is just to convert those stories into live action, add the nuances so that way it doesn't seem like they're just playing to the fans, and create a universe. Because I've been saying this for years, you can only make so many Batman movies, you can only make so many Superman movies, you can only make so many Wonder Woman movies. You got to show what's up with the Justice League. Bring in the other members that you really haven't had to give them a chance to focus on. You've had so
Like
many
Hawk
other
Girl.
Hawkman, Hawk Girl, Green Arrow, not Arrow, Green Arrow. Bring in Hal Jordan, not the Ryan Reynolds, because I don't know what they were thinking on that one.
I'd rather have
Ryan
John
Reynolds
Cena
is still
play
mad
Flash.
about that one to this day.
So I'm sorry, you can't just throw Ryan Reynolds in this automatic classic. Nothing against the man, his ability to take a role, but that really made me mad. But if they
It made him mad. He's a comic fan. He hated the way they did that movie.
Oh, I agree, and I don't blame him for that. What I blame are the people who are just trying to make a dollar and trying to get and thinking people are so shallow and so fake that they're going to just go for anything. The only movie that they've done so far that I actually found interesting was Aquaman.
With Roman Reigns.
Steven Adams
was Aquaman. That was genuine. And now, mind you, I was actually enjoying Wonder Woman. I didn't watch Wonder Woman 1984. Wasn't interested. Was not interested. But we have
it all.
Yes, and you are a survivor. Congratulations.
I survived.
They have a rich and diverse grouping of characters in DC Comics. This is now their opportunity to take hint from what Marvel has done, but don't totally take on that blueprint. Take the framework, create your own, implement people that know what they're doing and can feel the needs of the people for a story. Okay, you want to bring in the Justice League? You got some work to do because you already fucked it up with the last Justice League movie.
Mm-hmm.
You brought in people, honestly, that shouldn't have been. Nothing against Cyborg. Cyborg should have never been a part of it.
I agree. I said that just last week. Did I not?
Ezra Miller as Flash? Bullshit. That crazy psycho should have never been a part of shit in the first place. Because when I first saw him perform, I said, Why does he act like a nervous college student?
And
I
why
always
does he
wanted
run
it. I
like
wanted
that?
Grant
I
Gustin
think
to
he-
be the
I
Flash
think-
in the DCEU.
Yeah, I think
Grant
Grant
Gustin did an
should be.
amazing job.
Grant
No,
should have been Flash.
Yes.
I think what they were trying to do a Flash would make him like Peter Parker. Trying to make Tom Holland the goofy, out of the goofy ass kid. Trying to make him like Spider-Man.
It's like Unc said, they have the blueprint
Mhm.
with their animated friends. DC animation is top tier.
Mhm.
And why is it they can go through, like, what is why is it they can find a way to pick directors for that, but they can't find a way to pick a good director for a live action? The problem is, the biggest thing that I feel like DC needs to do is the executives need to get their hands out of it.
Yeah.
Like, they have too many rules and stipulations. Like, anytime a movie, like, movies can't be over 2 hours or 2.5 hours. A movie can't be this, can't be that. They make them cut out so much because it's just running over time and, budget. The executives who know nothing about a fucking comic book keep putting their hand in the direction of these movies, and that's why they flop.
I'll give you the funding for a movie. You have to hire my nephew Logan.
All right, guys. All right.
Is Logan Wolverine? Fine.
Hi. So,
I hate you so much right now.
I'm going to tell them how they can find you, where you at, all your local social media links and everything, what's going on, where you at, and what you doing.
Wow. Yeah, this is a tall order. Well, everyone, if you are interested in reaching out to me and seeing what I do, I am on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. I'm on Instagram and Twitter under Rogue NavyMontel. I'm on TikTok, Twitch, and on YouTube under Rogue Catnip. I am, like I said, I am one half of the Blerdcorn Speaks podcast across all podcast platforms. We got an episode coming out now because our special guests were Nix and KD from Do You Speak Geek. I'm excited to put that bad boy out because that was a lot of fun. I'm also 1/6 of the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. We talking about wrestling from a blurry standpoint, from people. They're all people of color and sexiness levels. I'm probably the lowest sexy level, but I don't care. I've seen more life, but and that is me. Thank you guys for having me on.
And
We
that's why
appreciate
you
you coming through, as always.
We most definitely got to pull up to your spot and be on your show one day, eventually, sometime, whenever. Like,
It's gonna happen soon. Trust me.
Hey, we're gonna make it happen. And all y'all, thank you for tuning to another episode of the Blerdspot Podcast. I'm your host, June 88, Chris Van, Homer Kid family, and thanks to NavyMontel, aka the man of the hour, aka he gonna be
Mr. I'm in Wakanda forever.
Yep.
Mr. NDA on OnlyFans.
Wow. Wow.
Send us home, family. Send us home, family. Send us home.
We out.
Peace.